Infinity War? Infinity War? Infinity War? Infinity War? Is that you? Damn. Oh, hello there. So, let me just compose myself here and just act like the trailer just came out. Avengers Infinity War. During the Super Bowl, the Avengers Infinity War, the Russo brothers, the great guys that they are, decided to release a 30-second trailer for Avengers Infinity War. Oh, yeah. They said you shouldn't make a YouTube video about a 30-second trailer, and by them I mean nobody at all. And I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. This TV spot alone, I thought, anyway, personally, was better than the trailer we got, and I fucking loved that trailer. But this, I don't know if it's because there was quite a lot of new footage, I don't know if it was just because I'm easily impressed, but this was the sexiest 30 seconds I've ever seen in my life. Sorry, anyway. Right, now, let's just stop rambling about how good it is and let's actually talk about it in detail. Let's talk about it as best as I can without going off on some weird adventure in my head. Now, where do I start with this fucking thing? Now, just bear me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Because I've watched it a million times, but my tiny little brain can't comprehend how good it was, therefore I've forgotten almost everything. Not just in the trailer, but just in general. Oh, that shot, that first shot, that opening shot. Just the sight of seeing Spider-Man, Iron Man and Doctor Strange standing next to one another is just enough to send shivers down my spinal column. I love it. I love seeing all these Marvel characters that I love that haven't met yet finally meeting and standing next to each other and working together. It's just a sight to behold. I love crossovers. I love me a good crossover, and Avengers Infinity War is going to be the ultimate crossover. Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Spider-Man standing together. It's just going to be amazing. And then we've got more to look forward to. Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange meeting the Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody's in this fucking movie. Apart from Ant-Man. I don't think Ant-Man's in this. Doesn't look like it anyway. He hasn't been in any of the promotional material or anything. And if you want to include the TV shows, then I guess technically not everyone's in it. And you know, the Defenders aren't in it. Coulson's not in it. Runaways aren't in it. Or whoever the fuck. Okay, I was wrong when I said everyone's in it. But everyone from the movies, more or less, is in it. Or everyone that we care about. Anyway, let's move on. That's enough time for one shot. It's 30 seconds long. If I keep talking like this long about each shot, then we'll be here for hours. Wanda! We got Wanda putting some weird magic into Vision's gem in his head. Now, there's two possibilities here. Either this is a strange bit of foreplay that they're doing just to get their jollies off, because, you know, they're doing the business together. Or it's Wanda doing some sort of sense thing where she's sensing that there's danger coming, there's danger looming, there's a big bald purple fella coming down to rip that gem out of your head and fucking kill you off, Vision, although probably not kill you off because not many people die in Marvel films, do they? Not much to say here, it's just Wanda, Vision, romance, could be foreplay, but could be something to do with the story, probably that one though, to be honest. Very brief shot of the Guardians of the Galaxy. There was a leaked clip of the Guardians going to the Collector's place and he was getting beaten the fuck out of and interrogated by Thanos, so I'm gonna maybe assume that shot of the Guardians walking out of their ship is them arriving at the Collector's place, maybe? Very brief though. I mean, I don't think I could see Rocket and Groot in that shot, so maybe they're off with Thor at this point, because I hear that Thor and Rocket and Groot all go off to help Thor get a new weapon, so they could be off with him at this point.
It's all been leading to this.
Oh, Tony Stark breaking the fourth wall. Yes, you're right. It has all been leading to this. How did you know? You're not supposed to know this. You're in the film. You're not Deadpool. You can't just break the fourth wall like that, you bastard. This looks like it takes place in the Sanctum Sanctorum. It could be probably that same shot in the first trailer that we got of Tony and Bruce and Doctor Strange and Wong standing in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Probably that, before Tony walks out into the street through the door to presumably go look and deal with the big spinny metal thing that Peter sees when he's in the bus. Again, just awesome to know that they're all together. It's just, it's mind-blowing. I mean, I've exhausted myself with excitement here, but let's move on. Thor in a ship with Rocket and Groot. Now, I don't know if all the Guardians are in that ship, or if this is at a point where Rocket and Groot and Thor have separated and gone to help Thor get his weapon, as rumoured is supposed to happen. I'm going to assume it's that, because, like I said, you don't see any of the Guardians of the Galaxy there. But again, it's just the case of seeing characters in the Marvel Universe who we haven't seen meet before, finally meeting. I mean, I'm just excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy to meet any of the Avengers in general. So that's enough for me. Everybody's meeting, and this is a prime example of that. You got Thor with Groot and Rocket. How can you go wrong there? Very brief shot of Loki looking sinister as per usual. Loki, what are you doing? Are you good or are you bad? What are you? You can't be in between. You can't be a tweener. What are you? You look like you were turning a new leaf in Thor Ragnarok, but then you took the Tesseract. There's still a chance he's turning good. I mean, he may have took the Tesseract and he's obviously going to give it to Thanos, but maybe he's going to give it to Thanos to save somebody? Or the likely option is he's just going to betray everyone anyway and just give it to Thanos to spare himself. I don't know. But Loki's up to his shenanigans again. When will that man get a grip? Spider-Man on what looks like presumably the big metal thing that he sees in the first trailer when he's on the school bus. And another thing to note is that he's in his homecoming suit. Another tangent here, but don't get rid of that suit. I love the Iron Spider suit. I'm fine with him wearing it in Infinity War, but just don't let the Iron Spider suit replace the iconic red and blue. I don't want that. After Infinity War and Avengers 4, or when he's in his Homecoming sequel, I want the red and blue back. I don't want that in Iron Spider's suit to be his new permanent suit. I mean, it makes sense for Infinity War. He's going to be in space and all that. He's going to need it. But don't let that be the replacement, because nothing can replace the iconic red and blue. Just don't do that. That's one concern I have. But besides that, it's astonishing. It looks like he's barely in the atmosphere. Like, it's almost in space. Like, it looks like he's more or less in space. So he's either just scraping the atmosphere, he's only just inside it. So I'm assuming at that point Iron Man or Tony or someone is going to come and rescue Peter, because obviously Peter, you can't just drop from that height. I mean, have you seen it? He's pretty high up there. So you got Peter being a brave little boy going up into space. What a good lad. You can't have an awesome badass trailer without an awesome badass slow motion shot of someone walking down a corridor now, can you? Just wouldn't be a trailer then, would it? No, of course not. Awesome slow motion shot of Captain America, Black Widow and Vision and somebody standing behind Captain America, which I'm assuming is Wanda. They're all walking slow motion down a corridor. How many times am I going to say slow motion? You know it's slow motion, right? Obviously leading somewhere. They're probably preparing for the big battle of Wakanda, I imagine. I saw some people thinking that the person behind Steve might be Captain Marvel. No, why would it be Captain Marvel? Why would she randomly turn up? It's going to be Wanda. Come on now, people. I could be wrong, but I'm going to be confident that it's not Captain Marvel. I'm pretty sure she's been confirmed that she's not in this movie, so just... Okay.
Ready?
That's Thor talking directly to us, the audience, asking if we're ready to behold such greatness on the cinema screen. Thor... I am ready, but I'm not ready. Does that make sense? I don't know if my tiny little mind can comprehend such greatness. It would almost be like looking at Pennywise in his true form, you know? You can't physically look at him in his true form without your mind going insane with just... shit. Couldn't think of anything. And I have one thing to say to you, Thor. Yes, I'm ready. I've been ready since the day I was born. I've been ready since this was announced. Just fucking give us the film already. Will ye? Captain America with his new wrist shield things. They look cool. I do hope he gets his iconic, round frisbee shield back. His vibranium round shield. I hope he gets that back at some point. I don't think he will, but, the new shields look good. They're going to be made of vibranium, but I like them. They're cool. I have that little bit of hope that he'll get his round one back. Maybe in Avengers 4, not Infinity War. We'll see. Look at Tony Stark. You can tell he feels like an absolute badass as he's slowly removing his sunglasses as this armor is materializing around him. You can just tell by the way he's looking. Like, you can see from the side of his head, but you can just tell in his eyes, he's like, look at how fucking badass I am. And he has every right to think he's a badass. He is a badass. I mean, have you seen it? He's got his nanotech Iron Man armour materialising all around him. Of course he's going to feel like a badass, wouldn't you? I fucking would. I mean, where else is he going to go? I mean, in every movie that Iron Man's been in since the first Iron Man, his armour has gotten progressively more and more advanced. Now we're at a point where it just materialises on him. I mean, where else were we going to go? I don't know. But it's fucking badass. Brief shot of Teenage Groot. I'm assuming that this is going to be in the place where him and Rocket have taken Thor, for Thor to get his new ultimate hammer, if it's the ultimate hammer, like it probably is. No, pop vinyls spoiled it. Fucking pop vinyls. Spoiling everything. Sort it out. Nebula looking as angry as ever. She's always looking really angry. Just some serious anger management issues. And you can tell, can't you? You heard how she talks. My father ripped me base by base. Probably the worst impression of Karen Gillan acting as Nebula in the history of mankind, but just, let's forget about it. Nebula's in the movie. Fantastic. Maybe we'll get the comic moment where she actually steals the gauntlet off Thanos and starts messing about with it herself. Who knows, eh? Good to see Nebula. Got an army running towards another army, presumably. You don't really see the other army that's running the opposite direction, but it's an army. I'm assuming it's the Wakandans going into battle to take on Thanos' deadly minions that look a bit like the monsters from Attack the Block. Is that just me? I don't know, probably. Oh, and it's here, yeah. Black Widow's blonde now. Do we all know that? Yeah? Black Widow's blonde now. It's very important. She's blonde now. She's no longer redheaded. It's an important plot point. She's blonde now. The thing that Black Widow seems to be standing in with the Wakandans reminds me of one of those World War II things that the soldiers would ride in on the sea to get to the shore. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? It reminds me of that. Maybe she's in something completely different, probably, but it just reminded me of it. Very brief shot of the Winter Soldier running in slow motion with a machine gun, looking pissed the fuck off, and I would be too if I lost an arm and was cryogenically frozen again after finally getting my right mind back. I don't blame him for being pissed off. I mean, I know he willingly did it, but in the back of his head he probably thought, I don't want to be frozen again. Fuck off. Good to see the Winter Soldier though. Not much to say about that shot. He's just running in slow motion looking angry, and it's very brief, but it's good to see Bucky back. And good to see he's got his arm back. I mean, we all knew he was getting his arm back, but good to see, eh? Now this has to be, this is either my favourite shot or my second favourite shot. I don't know. There's lots of great shots in this, but this is up there as one of the best ones. It's Doctor Strange doing his amazing sorcery abilities, and then out of nowhere Iron Man just comes in and with his iconic and it just boom. People seem to think that Doctor Strange and Iron Man are working together there, but to me it looks like the way Iron Man flies in and flies through Doctor Strange's sorcery shield thing, it looks like he destroys it, and if you see, it looks like Doctor Strange flinches a bit, so it looks like Iron Man just interrupted him more than anything. It didn't look like they were working together, but maybe I'm wrong. And I have a sneaking suspicion that's the first time Doctor Strange and Iron Man meet. I reckon whatever the threat is, Doctor Strange is about to take it on with Wong, and then suddenly out of nowhere Iron Man appears just like, whoa, I've got this, you bastard, boom! That's my impression of his blasters. So I reckon that'll be the first time him and Doctor Strange meet. I reckon, you know, Iron Man's going to swoop down and interrupt Doctor Strange's little moment of glory to take down the enemy. But hey, maybe not, maybe I'm wrong. Because there are set photos of them on that street, and there's a shot in the last trailer of them standing together in the street when Tony's wearing his normal clothes. But who knows, eh? It just looked like it. I'm just speculating at this point, leave me the fuck alone. And then of course we have the same money shot that was in the last trailer of a few of the Avengers with a load of Wakandans behind them running in slow motion again. No, there's a lot of slow motion shots, isn't there? I didn't even think about how many there was until now. But yeah, running in slow motion, and I think I know who they're chasing. I'm sorry. Yeah, it took me 10 years to think of that. And it was shit. But I love Ace Ventura, so why not include a clip here, eh? Anyway, that's the Avengers Infinity War 30-second TV spot. In a lot of ways, I loved it more than the original trailer, and I fucking love that to bits, and I watched it time and time again. But I feel like I love the 30-second spot more just because there's lots of new footage in it. They'll probably become equally as good. But the movie needs to come out already. That's all I want in my life. I mean, yes, Black Panther's coming out very, very soon. It's next week. Oh, trying to hold back my excitement for that as well. And it's funny. I think we get it first, don't we? We get it before America. Bastards. And we get Infinity War first. So rub that in, you US of A bastards. I'm sorry, I don't have anything against Americans. It's just sometimes you get a bit bitter because it seems like America gets a lot of things that we in the UK don't. So when we get big things like Avengers Infinity War first, before, you know, the Americans do, I feel a bit happy. But hey, I love the Americans. If there's any Americans watching this, I don't hate you. I love you. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I know it was literally just me listing off each shot in the 30-second trailer, but you know, this is my first video. I wanted to talk about something that I fucking love, and I thought, why not start off with this? I've been wanting to do this for ages. I do apologise if it's unwatchable. I do apologise for my flabby hands. I don't seem to be capable of talking without flapping my hands about, to quote the War Doctor, irrelevant. So, but thank you for watching guys. I can only improve if I keep on doing it, you know. I know this is really, really amateur at the minute, but I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to try and get better, make better quality videos, stop so much of this nonsense while I'm talking, and hopefully just get better overall, get a better channel, do it more. So, thank you very much guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of the Avengers Infinity War 30-second trailer down below, despite the fact that it's a few days irrelevant. Cheers guys!